Okay, thank you. Got a little correction today in the equities. Daily, we've got that kind of loss of momentum and then rolling over. I feel like we're kind of in one of these down moves now. 4 hour. We definitely seem to get these waterfall moves lately, so see if it can hold in these areas. It's the 1 hour. See if it could bounce, but not yet.
We'd like to see a little bounce here, huh?
There you are.
Crew's getting a little extended up here, huh?
Yeah, this is definitely a dollar move. Let's pull that up. Then got the dollar dropping pretty good. It's dragging the yen down. Stocks. I guess crude got ahead of itself. It was railing when the dollar was railing, so maybe that's why it's not railing more right now with the dollar going down.
Yeah.
Let's go to shorter time.
Larry had a high at 53. Thought that was going to be near the top there.
Right.
Keeps doing its own thing though.
Yeah, it's
See what happens. Thinking about retesting that 53.12 high.
let's look at the S&P. It's actually the gold band has finally rolled over. Deeper retrenchment.
Had a ramp at the open and then we took out the low, huh?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oil daily looks pretty decent to me. Feels like if it takes out that 54 and change, it's going to 58. We'll see what the draw looks like this week. Got the API aftermarket, and then the inventory numbers tomorrow. Going back test to lows.
Yeah. See how it reacts.
Take it. I think it's going to blow through it. Yeah, it's pretty. Any of the dip buyers from the ones that bought that morning spike are just destroyed.
You know it.
You know, just absolutely destroyed.
Hanging out near these highs, though.
Oh, on crude, yeah.
Yeah. Working itself out over time.
I think we need a turn in the dollar before crude starts going down. I don't know. That's a tough shot to get short up there.
On crude?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Especially with the dollar just trickling down, new lows.
Yeah.
Go to a 5-minute on that. Just broke down. No, thank you. New low on the NASDAQ. I don't know, levels wise, we're through the band on the 1 hour. The next one is the 4 hour. 22.
Yeah.
It's 40 points lower. Well, sometimes they do like to print that new low like they just did and make that a short-term bottom. The old stop hunting. You know.
Stick to your guns.
Mm-hmm.
When do we roll? When do we roll on crude to June's?
I think next Tuesday.
Okay. Okay, come on. That would
goes.
be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, see how crude interacts with this high here at 12.
Dollar just took a nice little plunge.
Yeah. Take out these highs.
Wow, look at that.
Pretty good volume. We're above our top code band, though.
No, I'm looking at the, just got a big push lower in the dollar, but the stocks are rallying.
There's your push on crude.
Yeah, I don't know when it starts to do this. Where do you buy it, you know? anywhere randomly. You don't
Doesn't
want to
really make a
chase.
difference at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, no reason to chase it.
Yeah. I mean, we just took out the 53.10 highs from overnight, so it's headed to 54s.
Not really as much. I mean, it's probably definitely going to 54. There's no real. It was just a one or two quick bars.
We'd like to see a little bit of a pullback here, a little bit of breath before it, you know what I mean? Kind of build up some steam.
I don't know. Usually like this, it goes parabolic.
Yeah.
Like it'll do a 50-cent move and then another 50-cent move, and then that's kind of watching the dollar though. It seems to be trying to bottom out here. I've got like a 1 minute up. Yes, I know it's a 1 minute.
You're a crack trader now, Dave. What have I done to you?
God, I'm starting to feel like Chris. I'm just going to trade all night.
Exactly.
I've done that. It's mixed results.
Hey, I was talking to them last night at 10 o'clock. They were long crude.
Oh, God. Yeah, actually, it was moving last night.
Yeah, a little bit. Pull up,
Sorry. This?
let's go. Yeah, there we go. See how this pushes to those highs there on crude. See what happens. Gonna take out 19 again here.
It's trying to.
How extended that is on a 5 minute though.
On any minute. 15.
Yeah.
Well, hourly, not so bad. 4 hour, it's kind of just breaking out.
Yep, only buyers in there right now. There's no question about it.
Don't want to get in front of that freight train.
No. When do API numbers come out?
They come out after the market close, so
Okay.
kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think they're terribly leaked, so.
Yeah. Push to a new high here. Looks like we're bottoming on the NASI.
I hate to do that. Don't want to do that. Just gonna do a 50-cent sweep. Crude.
I don't know, man.
Feels like it.
Big push. Big push. I like to have those 52.66s back. See it down there? See the entry?
Way down there.
Yeah, at 90. What's that? 912.
Oh, that's the Nasdaq. Um, over here.
Yep.
Nice. It's just gonna keep spiking.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hmm. Dollar's actually rallying pretty good.
Is it?
A lower low, and now it's above that previous low.
Still pushing those highs.
It's technically a trade, right?
Yeah, a lot of momentum still.
Now, if the dollar starts, that's the bottom for the dollar. Although it hasn't really come in. You could see it in the
Yeah.
yen here. How much the yen's rallied, and it's just a few ticks off the high.
Yeah.
Here it comes. What was that high?
40,
54.12.
53, 40.
Well, no, I'm looking at that on the 4 hour.
Oh, got it. Yeah, 54.12. Big spike there.
Hmm. Let's see on the stock end, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the S&P is probably just catching up with crude now.
Yeah, let's see how crude interacts with these. This high again. Looks like we're headed back up there again. Had some sellers up there last time though.
Yeah, but it makes a new high, and it's only by a couple cents, and then
Falls apart.
yeah. See what it does here.
You see how it interacts with that 53.30 low. like we're pushing the new highs.
Yeah, it's like a flag. Still a rising wedge kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is at the end of the line for this move.
Big push there.
$34. Of course, it's going to work out.
Sure.
No doubt.
Yeah, 34, right?
Yeah. Hit 24. Wow, almost got a... Yeah, we did get a 107 handle on the euro. Oh, this is gold. Gold's hanging in there.
Let's see here. Just took out the low of 22 on the 5 minute there. Lower highs, lower lows, testing lows of current and previous. Still a pretty strong uptrend overall.
Sure is. Take your little nickel and or your dime and run.
Get off the freeway.
I got a dime. Just rallied $1.50, but I made a dime.
No. Better than nothing, right?
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my euro chart? I want my euro chart up, not that. Gold. Definitely the moves lately have been characterized by these kind of, I'm going to call them wipeout candles, where you get low volatility and then you get, look at just the one candle and then retrace it all in 2 candles, 3 candles.
Yeah.
And then a big drop, and then it's just a lot of strange moves.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go retest. Looks like we're gonna go retest those highs again.
Yeah.
Should break too.
The more aggressive ones, you could have been the 29 long, 28 I got. I'll give it to you sort of real time, right?
Yeah.
Make your nickel maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 5 cents. Who cares?
Well,
Five and
it's
be
like you kind of want the repeating 5-minute on, but I'm sorry, the repeating buy on.
Yeah.
But after like 4 winners in a row, you're like, I'm not going to turn it on, right?
As long as you caught the 4 winners.
That's the magic. Six stocks are. It's not a good. So from a technical perspective, if you see on the Nasdaq, lower high. So we've always talked about where the Nasdaq is kind of the leader. So when it diverges from the S&P, to me that in this case, because the price action on Nasdaq is more bearish than
Yeah.
the S&P, that's more bearish for both indices.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that.
How this interacts with that 21 low here.
I think crude's done for now.
Yeah.
Anytime you get that type of pattern over the band, you're extended on. I'd like to see it get down to 53.05 and then be a nice spot for a bounce.
$53.05.
Yeah, that's kind of the spot. Well, it's actually coming up, so let's see. It's probably like 10, 53.10 by the time it gets there.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens when you look at like a specific, when you look at a specific trading system where it's moving. When it's a moving target, you've got like where it can intersect. If it takes 3 bands to get down there, and this is moving up, then I used to actually just do a count. So it's at 50. It's at 53, and then this band it was at 9. So it's going up about 6 per bar.
Got it.
So it'll be at 06 next bar. As this comes down, this will be coming up. It'll meet somewhere around here, 06.
I can see that.
It's amazing how that stuff happens. It's right. I'm looking. It's even like on the Bollingers.
So you've got another push here lower on the dollar, huh?
Yeah. See if it drags the stocks lower. So every other down push has been a huge spike. We'll see on if the seems like crude now has flipped over to risk off. That's just difficult part of something that's there's 2 different components to it from a relative strength perspective. It's priced in dollars, so obviously a movement in the dollar will affect it.
Yeah.
But then if you just use one thing and you go and look at it, you're like, well, wait a second. Now the S&P's falling, and so that's kind of the risk off factor.
Yeah.
Almost looks like stocks are gonna make a little plunge here to new lows.
Yep. Can you go back to the other charts? for me?
Oh, sorry.
Which one?
Move that.
Yeah, looks like you had a short at what's that, 43.76 on.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's see if it holds the low. Doesn't feel like it.
No, not with the Nasdaq being weaker than the S&P.
Today I actually got the memo that it was drop day. See, that short was at 84. You can see it has a downside push, reflex rally, new low, reflex rally, another downside push, but you can see in this particular downside move, it lacks the slope of the first down move.
Yeah.
Kind of is trickling down. It's a higher low versus a lower low. Granted, it's not necessarily done yet on the move, but
Yeah.
if it were to turn here now, it probably will take out 79.
You said you like 53.05 on crude?
Yeah, it's getting down to that. Yeah, see, now it's down at that band. More aggressive trader would probably take the next buy.
That would be a buy, yeah.
Coming around the bend here. But that's the conundrum with this type of pattern lately.
Yeah.
Like, haven't we seen crude do this pattern and then it goes all the way to the low? Although it definitely seems more bullish now than.
Yeah.
Reset that.
See how it goes here. Could just blast off, right?
Oh, didn't give it.
Oh.
Thought it would.
A kick away, right?
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of times it rounds up or whatever and gives it to it, but it did not.
How extended we are on a 5-minute, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's going to make a top now, it would test maybe up to 30 and then roll over, or just roll over now. Maybe do some backing and filling.
Yeah.
I think when you get that powerful a move, it gets, just by kind of inertia, he's going to try and test up in here. Stock's turning the corner. It's a very logical place to be bottoming.
Yeah.
By 73s.
What's that?
I'm just looking at the numbers. They're all kind of stuck in that same wedge. Here, here, here. It's kind of a failed rally on the crude right now. Must can really do another push.
Yeah, see how this interacts with 25 here.
Oh, you think it's going to get up there? Yeah, it should. I'm actually surprised it didn't rally more in that little spike.
53.25, yeah.
It took out, 25. Still might.
Yeah.
Still might.
And then had a long at 73, right, on NASDAQ.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that waning downside momentum that it's the steepest slope, less steep, gentle slope, and then it's running out. Really, you'd almost like to see it just kind of stair step through this. I think even as a longer term swing trader, you could buy the next pullback. Although I don't think the dollar's out of the woods yet. So we'll see on that. The yen is not really moving like the Nasdaq and S&P. Took out 25.
Yep. Heading back to the highs here.
This is the test. If it's going to keep going up, it's got to take out that high in this move. Nice spike in the S&P. It's pretty classic bottom there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Nice little push here.
No kidding. It's almost like, was there news that came out?
Yeah, it does look pretty aggressive for just a.
For just a bounce.
Yeah, exactly. Crude looks like it wants to head lower here.
The
Or not.
the dollar's doing kind of the same thing on a 1 minute as the NASDAQ was. Here's a 5 minute. So if this were to take that out, I don't know, that seems like crude would be done for now.
Yeah.
It's decent short at 24. Although it hit twice already.
Yeah. Went down 8 cents.
Yeah, exactly. Thing is so strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Bulls are back. Look at that NASDAQ go.
See what happens with crude here.
Wish I can get those. They don't really post them anymore. They got shut down, but those Glencore Monday at 10 a.m. and Thursday they do the laser.
Yeah, the numbers.
And I've noticed the market moves on that particular bar.
What does that number come out?
Monday and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Got it.
So can't get enough of it. What did the Fed loosen or what? There's a Fed guy talking? Come on. What is it? Or just the usual?
Yeah, that doesn't look usual.
Not seeing any other news. Got the GDP tonight
Yeah, exactly.
for China.
Yeah, that'll be a big mover.
That's such a fake number.
Yeah, exactly.
God, ours was fake. Come on.
Yeah. Big push lower on crude here.
Goodbye, oil.
What's that?
Goodbye, oil. I like how you could see where when it forms these type of, it's almost like a candle cluster.
Yeah.
How it comes into a signal.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, back to the morning low or overnight low
On what?
on the S&P or on the NASDAQ. Hit the band.
Yeah. What was that?
A short on the NASDAQ
Short.
at the band.
Right.
43. Let's see if it was a real rally, right?
They were just faking you out, huh?
Well, it's a signal at the downsloping band, so usually the first one is tougher, so we'll see. I might go to break even pretty quick. But, you know, with shorting, you got to give it a little bit of leeway for...
Got to give it a little bit of wiggle room, right?
Almost want to take some and run and get back in at the same price. Sometimes you can work it like it usually holds right here in this this area.
See what crude does here.
Yeah, see how they're mining up. We'll get a second trigger. Gosh, that's slow. Oh my God. I guess that's good. Missed a back tick.
Missed what by a tick?
Nothing. The fill was decent.
Got it.
Make sure I do that. Though you like to leave a runner on. Be nice to have a 2 on right now, and you take one off on that first move and see what you can get on the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing a little bit defensive.
We get one here on crude, huh?
That's no man's land for me. Have at it. That'll be fun when this makes a new low, right? The NASDAQ. But that's why I know Larry's talked about. I agree. Also, got to trade multiple units. It's hard on the combine, but got to ring the register. But at the same time, you got to let stuff play out.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this will probably go down to that. Maybe 75. Seems a little aggressive. Oh, Wells Fargo beat earnings.
Imagine that, right?
Mm-hmm. Crude's a little peppy, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of a high 13. I guess it got the nickel. Picking up nickels in front of the steamroller, right?
Mm-hmm. Nickel and dime. Seems like a pretty good little pullback on the NASDAQ. Looks like it's starting to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to respect the downslope and skip that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versus on the flip side, you could see upsloping how that one, even with a terrible entry, still looks like it'll make 10.
Yeah, it was one tick off actually.
Right. But the NASDAQ will have the bulls coming out of the. Chop fest now. Crude did its move and it's done.
Yeah, we'll see.
North Dakota fracking backlog grew to 900. They have 900 wells that they're prepped for. That's what I was talking about yesterday, where if you've leased the land, you bought the equipment, you've got all the stuff, you've hired the crew, what do you do? Drill or not drill? Because a lot of times you drill that hole, you're selling it at 50 and you know it's a loss, but your loss will be less than if you just don't do anything. If you don't do anything, you've already buried those capital costs. You've buried all those other fixed costs that I don't know what you do with that. I just think it's the same with OPEC and all that. They're just going to keep pumping.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they have specific pressures that they have to keep it at, especially the older fields. So if they don't, it's pretty much Nothing comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
There it
Shouldn't have
goes.
taken it off. I was short at 17.
Oh, and crude.
Mm-hmm.
17. Oh, into the rally?
Yeah. Take out of the low of the rally there.
Oh, I thought you got short here. That'd be, you never even took heat. It's 87. Everything's going down now. And it's strange because the dollar's rallying.
Still, I mean, it's still like an impulse against that.
It's that crazy crude, man. Goes band to band, down, top. It's probably going to go here. Just crude being crude.
Crude does what crude does.
Yep. It's still just, once again, it's hitting that. It's 15 minutes hitting that blue line. It hit it the first time, bounced, and then blew through it. Yeah, it's usual. The second time through, see, you could see. Let me just expand this out. How it bounces off that blue line. And then the second time it blew right through it. Don't want the second trigger.
Mm-mm.
Stocks are kind of hanging in there for now. It's 7 lower from our short, so more aggressive trader could take a long coming up. Stocks are crude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom. $98. Did it go to get the nickel time? Nickel and diamond?
It got dying, yeah.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. Maybe. Depends on the fill,
Depends
right?
on the fill. Yeah.
Well,
I don't
usually
know.
that
I
98, it would be filled at 99, so
Yeah. You're there.
you're there now. So what we're doing is constantly evaluating different trigger points and systems, so got to keep moving with the market. Can't be stagnant.
Stay fluid. Stay fluid. Nice little bounce on NASDAQ here, huh?
Nasdaq did it too. I think the target's 3. The first target would be points. So there's 2. I don't know. The Nasdaq is slow until it gets fast, right? Love it.
So, all right, guys, we'll see you on the wrap-up, Kyle.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.